What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff Grammer with the ABQJournal, and I am at historic HINKLE Fieldhouse here in Indianapolis. And I am, let's see if I can find a clock here, 52 minutes away from tip-off of the NIT semifinal between the UNM Lobos and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And I kind of tucked away here under the rafters on the farthest end I can be of Media Row, as you can kind of see here. Here's the Media Row area in the far away corner of HINKLE Fieldhouse, and I am more than happy to be in HINKLE Fieldhouse. I wasn't going to do a pregame because I didn't know if I was going to be able to, and I am going to now. And so let me plug in this extra headset here. I wasn't even plugged in. Scott is joining us now. So anyway, we are about 52 minutes away from tip-off here. I got here late Tuesday night. Yesterday, kind of wandered around the place a little bit, and pretty cool little place. I mean, it's historic, obviously. Everybody knows knows it from the movies, knows it from all that stuff, but it has plenty of history that made it historic long before you ever heard of the movie Hoosiers. We are now joined. I'm going to flip this camera around so you can see him, and hopefully he can see me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just turn down the background noise.
Is that good?
Yep.
So you can still hear me?
Yeah.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. He's joined us all year long. And I'm going to fix this here. I'm going to put two cameras on, two windows on. There we go. Scott Waterman is joining us for hopefully the second to last time this season. And first of all, I want to say what's been like this week. Such a unique week where you guys have so much build up to the Mountain West tournament. You guys end it, go through Selection Sunday, you get through that, and then it's like kind of back to a mad dash of 3 games in 7 days, and then you had 8 days off. So yeah, it's been a really weird schedule-wise setup. How ready are these guys to get back into playing?
You know, I think when you went through the kind of the 3 games in 6 days that we did gauntlet, we needed a couple days to rest, recover, get ourselves back to being, just mentally ready. And, we had Wednesday, Thursday basically off, practice Friday, had some light work over the weekend, and then got back to it. I think there's always a little bit of a dip that first day back, just especially when you're getting towards April and still playing basketball. But
first April UNM has ever played in, by the way.
Yeah. But our guys have responded, and it wasn't like they were going hard. Just had to get some kinks back out and get the sloppiness out on that first day. But Tuesday and Wednesday were really good practices, and we feel really prepared, ready to go.
What about for you coaches? How much of the sloppiness and the rust do you coaches have to get over, or it's a little different deal when it's not as physical, I guess? But there's a little bit of messing up your schedule too.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think it was actually, instead of having to rush to do a scout, we could really take our time to prepare for, hopefully, we're preparing for another game Sunday. So it's all the work's already done. So if we were to take care of business tonight, we can go back to the hotel and we're ready to go already. So it's actually been probably a little bit better for us coaches, is that gives us a little bit of a slow down, but we're still doing all the work. Just don't have the time crunch to do it in.
Bleed Cherry and Silver on X is asking me about the glasses. I forget I have them on, but yes, I have been wearing glasses this week. Frankly, I should have been wearing them probably not just this season, but like last 2 seasons, and I've been fighting it, but like it got to the point where I finally told my wife, all right, I'll wear them.
It's a good look for it.
So it reminds people like maybe I'm not as dumb as I sound. You put the glasses on, it confuses people. We got another one here. What type of game? This is from BT on YouTube. What type of game do you expect tonight? Defense or offense? I truly am not sure what is going to happen. I would say this just from the quick kind of KenPom look, the quick stat look. It's a very good three-point shooting team. Percentage-wise, they're fantastic. And a lot of them, I think 4 on the floor at any time, are really plus 3-point shooters, but they also get to the free throw line a lot. They don't take many twos, but is that oversimplifying it, or is Tulsa a 3-point shooting team?
I would say somewhere in the middle. Okay. They are a very good 3-point shooting team.
They're effective on the ones they take, I guess.
Yeah, 0, 14 are really good 3-point shooters. 23, Green, and 10, Conley, they're going to take them when they're open, but that's not their forte. They're a very explosive offensive team, and we spent the last couple of days really focusing on, like, as we switch off-ball screening actions, that's how they get a lot of their guys open. We have to have a great job communicating them so we're not getting lost to allow them to have open looks. If they're going to make 10 or 12 threes, then they have to be fully contested, hand in their face, and we can live with that. But we can't live with the ones where we miscommunicate or we get stuck on a screen and now they're shooting them point-blank wide open threes. So I would, to answer the question a little bit for you, if it's an offensive game, it probably leans a little bit more in their favor.
They'd rather it be an offensive game, right?
Yeah, their defense isn't. I think they're like top 8 in they're 8th in their conference defensively. We're second, at least at the end of the season. So, we need to impose our will defensively. We like to say we have to be the hammer and, pound the nail and take them out of what they want to do.
We got another comment here. Before we take away from there, defensively, when we say they're 8th, what do they do defensively? Are they, even as basic as man and zone, are they more of a man or a zone team?
As far as I know, they're both like man.
Okay.
It's on my scale, but we only focused on man. So. Okay.
So a lot of man is what we could probably expect. They got one guy that can block some shots, but I don't think they're really a shot blocking team.
Yes.
Are they a team that foul? No, they don't. I don't think they put you at the line a lot.
No.
Okay. So So while it might be tempting to get into a shootout because you might be able to attack them, and you will take your opportunities. Again, you probably don't want to turn this into just a shootout.
No.
All right, let's see. Wokies on YouTube is saying, Mr. Grammer, J. Call passes Trey Young tonight. Will be 2 away from passing Curry. Count it. Okay. If J. Call, let's not put the specific records or timeline or the chart he's passing people on. If J. Call doesn't get going tonight, you guys have been a team that has enough other weapons, but we're down to the point of the season where only good teams are left. You probably need J. Call to get going, right? Yeah. It'd be hard to win without J. Call tonight.
Yes, it'd be very hard to win without J. Call. And again, not saying that we couldn't do it without him, because we have other guys that step up, but his dynamic changes our offense.
I don't want to alarm Lobo fans that are watching or listening right now, but Dayton Albury will not be playing with the sunglasses, and he's been playing pretty damn good with the sunglasses over the past month. So, there's some worry there. How has Dayton looked in the last week? He said it's probably been 3 or 4 practices that he's gone without the glasses. Anything that you guys have noticed, as silly as it sounds, in the transition back to normal without the glasses?
I thought he's been playing at the same level that he was. I don't think it's had skipped to beat.
I think I looked back at it and I was like, okay, I remember him having one game he probably wishes he had back, but he had a lot of stuff going on in that game too. It was the trip back to Logan, and his old school. So other than that, I thought he played fantastic with the glasses. I don't want to have to ask him, hey, man, what happened to the glasses if he has a bad game? So he needs to have a good game, so I don't have to worry about that, okay? That's the deal. All right. Tumblesoft Bully on 30 points, 20 rebounds incoming. Okay. You guys would take that, I would think, right?
I would take that in a heartbeat.
A 30-20 game. Matt Narvaez is a colleague of mine at the Journal. He's running the business desk that Matt, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting sick of seeing all the company group text congratulating you guys on all the awards you guys just won. So congratulations. Now take me off the damn group chat. I'm sick of seeing it all. But Matt is asking, this is more for you. What's the biggest key to victory today? If you kind of had to boil it down to one thing, it's oversimplified things. What has to happen for you and Ember?
So, we do a lot of statistical breakdowns, whereas we get to prepare for a game like this. And the one stat really stands out. In their American Conference wins, they had an assist to turnover ratio of 1.6 for every 1.6 assists for every turnover. In their losses, it was 0.99 assists per turnover. So we have to do a great job of like I said, being the hammer, disrupting them.
And that's not just hands and deflections. That's sometimes preventing the pass before they even pass it.
Yeah, and ball pressure to get them out of there. They run a lot of sets. They're going to run like that screening action.
Yeah.
Like if we can get them where we're ball pressuring and now they have to break off the play, that goes to our advantage because now they're not trying to make that pass so much as trying to just play basketball and run versus running their offense.
So that's guys like Dayton Auburn and Uriah Tenet. If they can do what they do without fouling, that bodes really well for you guys.
Yes.
Obviously, that goes without saying for every game, but it sounds like in this game in particular, if they can do that ball pressure up top, that they've done some games this year where it's like, man, what a couple of little pests. Like I don't know how teams put up with those two guys sometimes. So, all right, we got Rich on YouTube letting us know, my boys, it's been a while, but happy to see Lobo football showing support for the basketball team. That is Jason Eck today. He put out a video wishing you guys luck.
Yep.
Jay Eck is in town and kind of wishing you guys well as well. Actually, Jay Eck's going to be here, Jason's dad. I did a radio show with him earlier out of Chicago, but here in Indianapolis. So, yes, football is showing you guys some love.
Yeah.
Dirty Scott is in. Did you measure the press box? I did not measure the press box. We asked Eric about that the other day. The cliche coming into the HINKLE, you measure the rim. People, you have to realize, and I had to come to the realization, not only were every player on this team born after Hoosiers came out in 1986, most of the staff was too. Like, I mean, you guys,
Robert Zolan and I are the only three that were born.
So there were three of you that were.
Yeah, all three of us are the same age, and we're the only ones that were alive when the movie came out.
Hoosiers is a great basketball movie, but it's pretty damn old. It isn't as well known amongst the kids these days. So, all right. David Thompson's in on YouTube. Disruption, creating turnovers. We'll play big today, and also offensive rebounds will be big key in winning. I agree with that. Offensive rebounds are always key, but I don't know that they're a team. I mean, I'm looking at the 4 semifinalists, and Auburn does a lot of offensive rebounds, keeping them off the board. But I don't know that is Tulsa a team that really takes advantage of offensive rebounding.
Number 23 Green, 9
Green
Barron,
does,
and 6 Dean are they're three.
Okay.
I don't. Their guards aren't just crashing. So it's those 3 guys you have to do a really good job of.
Have you ever been a part of something like this? The NIT, the semifinals?
The only thing I can compare it to is a couple times I've been in the NCAA tournament. And aside, the way this tournament has been run, and probably partly being in the Final Four city, but it's got an NCAA tournament feel to it.
It does.
And with for our guys to have this type of opportunity, even though it's not the tournament we hope to be playing in, the feel that you have being here and having the 3 home games leading up to this and hopefully one more. It's almost again, you don't want to. We would have loved to have been in the NCAA tournament, but for the whole process and things, the environment, it's almost just as good, if not better, than being in the NCAA tournament because we're playing for a championship and you're at the Final Four.
I'm not going to put you on the spot and answer this because I'll answer it as bluntly as I can. I've been asked multiple times, as cool as this has been, everyone's like, I'd rather have this than a one and done in the NCAA tournament. The problem with that is you guys play all season to get into that NCAA tournament.
No question.
You're talking about an entire season that didn't quite lead up to what you were going for. This part is fun, and if you knew this was going to be the end every year as opposed to the one and done, but you would always take the one and done in the NCAA tournament because it represents an entire season's worth of work.
So, without question.
All right. Anything else about this game this week? Just kind of this kind of uniqueness, man. It has been a fun few days out here, and 38 minutes away from getting this one going. Anything else you want to say about this?
No, we hope that we're playing on Sunday one more time for City of Albuquerque.
It's been fun, man. It's been fun. Appreciate you being here all year, and
problem.
we will. The hope is we will see you at least one more time.
I hope so. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you.
There you go. That was Scott Waterman, the assistant coach on the Lobo basketball staff. I'm going to turn this around. We are going to wrap this up here pretty quick. I will get to a couple more of your questions, but let me hide that real quick. Let me fix this. You guys don't need to see me. Let's do that. There we go. All right. so wrap this up here pretty quick. The Lobos are still on the floor, warming up, and 38 minutes away here in Hinkle. And get to a couple more of your questions. Did that one. JG Golf is in on YouTube. Pretty good fan turnout that you've seen. Oh, question. You're asking, is there been a pretty good fan turnout? I mean, better than any other team. This isn't like the Mountain West tournament where 8,000 or 9,000 Lobo fans came, but there's certainly more Lobo fans here, I think, than other fan bases. I know their band is here. Obviously, that little red pocket you can see up there in the corner is the Lobo band. The president's office helped pay for that, I was told, in the athletic department. There were a few hundred fans at the pregame get together. I didn't go to that to see it, but I know a couple other media were there. But as far as media goes, there's 4 Albuquerque media that made the trip. There's 2 newspapers, 2 TV stations that made the trip. I will point out, I'm not ashamed to say it, the Albuquerque Journal is the only one that's actually paid to cover the Lobos the entire season. So of course we're here, but there's also another newspaper here for the first time on the road this year, and 2 TV stations that are here for the first time on the road all season. And it's been fun. UNM Lobos have had the best media turnout, really, and as well as the best. I do think it's the best fan turnout. I can't say that with 100% certainty, knowing that Illinois State has some red and they're a whole hell of a lot closer, obviously. But having known that the bar that they just had the pregame had several hundred Lobo fans, and coming in, I saw a whole lot of Lobo fans coming in as well. I do think UNM showed out pretty well. I can move this over here and show you that over here. Got Lobo fans over there. We got Lobo fans across the way in the red. A lot of Lobo fans over here. So Will Weber from the Santa Fe New Mexican is here. Will, were you at the pregame?
Yep.
How many fans were there? A couple hundred?
About 80.
Will says about 80 were at the pregame thing. And I'm telling you that I was driving downtown. And funny, I'm just about to talk about walking in right now is Uriah Tenette's parents, and I'm driving around downtown Indianapolis earlier today when I was on a radio show with Jay Eck, Jason Eck's dad. The Lobo football coach's dad is a former college coach and does a radio show out of Chicago. He's here for the Final Four this week and asked me to come on. So I did radio at Coach's Tavern in downtown Indianapolis today by Gamebridge Fieldhouse, and I'm doing that with Jay Eck. And as I left there, I saw Uriah Tenette's mom and dad walking in downtown Indianapolis, and we talked with them for a while, and they said a whole lot of people are at the team hotel. So anyway, good turnout, especially considering, look, man, it is what it is. New Mexico is one of the poorest states. New Mexico just had 8,000 or 9,000 fans pay to go spend a week in Las Vegas for the Mountain West tournament. Then they had, in 3 games, 3 straight home games that weren't part of the season ticket package that had numbers 2, 3, and 4, the highest turnouts, the highest attended games in the NIT, other than one Dayton game. And UNM by far lapped the field in home attendance. And the NCAA set the prices on those tickets, so they weren't just giveaway tickets. They were a lot of Lobo fans spending a lot of money they weren't counting on this year to come here, and it's been impressive. And it is not lost on me that it is a pretty penny what this week in Indy costs, because it's costing the Journal a whole hell of a lot. I know it's costing the Santa Fe New Mexican a whole hell of a lot. It's counting these TV stations, costing them a whole lot. So, all right, Thrifty Gaming is here in on YouTube. Any news or updates you can give us for keeping Coach Hall or Uriah? I mean, I know it's early, just want to ask. Yeah, I guarantee you Eric Olin, Jay Call, and Uriah Tenette weren't doing pregame interviews about whether or not they're going to leave the program. So no updates on that. Your score prediction tonight, I wish I had one. I mean, I do think if this gets into the 80s, the Lobos are probably in trouble. If this is a game that is in the 70s, it's probably more the Lobos' speed. The Lobos would like to slow this down. Not so much that they're better or worse at being up-tempo or slower tempo. I just think that Tulsa is so much better at high scoring than they are at low scoring that you'd rather take them out of their comfort zone. Do I see Alberry with no glasses? That is correct. You had it in our article today, in our previews, and in the videos that we posted yet. Well, I guess the NIT did not post the video, so I apologize. But the press conference yesterday, Dayton Albury did acknowledge and was in some pregame coverage today that he is not wearing the sunglasses. He has not been wearing them for several days and several practices now, and doesn't need them, so he took them off and he's not wearing them. I'm a little worried because he's played pretty damn well for a month with those glasses on since the eye injury, but he took them off. We'll see how it goes, right? All right, so that is all the questions we have from you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. Post-game coverage on abqjournal.com. And, of course, ABQ Journal print edition will have all this, too. Check the socials. We'll have plenty there as well. I did try tonight to stream this for the first time on Facebook. Don't have any idea how that's going because I am not checking my Facebook right now. Let's take a look at it here. On Facebook, see if I have any comments there that aren't over here. Well, I guess Joey Velasco, a high school buddy of mine. There we go, Joey. So anyway, yes, all the comments I do think come into the feed the same way. So I'm hoping I got all your guys' comments in here. StreamYard, which is the platform we use for these pregame shows, has had some changes lately. So I don't know for sure if I'm getting everything, but a couple more in from you guys. Ruben Valles is in on YouTube. DA should wear the glasses, in my opinion. I will let him know, Ruben. I will go let him know that Ruben on YouTube is letting it be known that DA should be wearing his sunglasses. Listen, I appreciate it, man. Great job, Jeff. What else we got here? Thanks, Jeff. Enjoy. Love GG. Hope to see Sunday. I will tell you if they do win tonight and play on Sunday, we'll have some of this content. I don't know if Sean and I are going to be doing our weekly show tomorrow, but we will be doing more of this before the game too. Not just Sunday, but like in the days coming. Late to the show. Love the glasses. I forgot I was wearing the glasses, to be honest. But thank you. I forgot I had them on, and there you go. Pregame Sunday. That is the plan. And as always, guys, we're 31 minutes away, so thank you for being here. Time to wrap up, and abqjournal.com for the post-game coverage. Thanks for being here, guys.